Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Leonard Triple G, this time with a Warframe video. Yes, it's been a long time since I did it because we had the Scarlet Spear, which is gone now, and now we have the Glassmaker Nightwave edition. So first of all, let me talk about the Scarlet Spear. What you thought about it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? I thought that it was a very I don't know, underhanded thing to artificially increase the amount of arcanes that you needed to max them, just to then make this event valid for players. I think that shouldn't have been the case. The mission itself wasn't that particularly hard. It was really kind of boring after a while. The good thing is I got to play with my main Limbo, which I love, and I didn't have to hear anybody go like, "Oh, stop with the bubble! Oh, stop with the stop," or anything like that. People were very finally giving credit to the Limbo's abilities, which is amazing. And I did both of them. I did the ground mission, which involved a lot more action, a lot more movement, a lot more fighting, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed most. And also the space mission. The space mission was a lot more passive, because you just had to protect the uplings, and once you had a Limbo in the team, of course, everything was a lot easier. Even with the nerf that they gave him. And Limbo's got enough of that, doesn't it? If they ever come back with it, and they'll probably come back with it in the future, if they make this event, I think at least two things should be implemented right from the get-go. First one was should be the contract shouldn't just fall on Earth. Because this is related to the new war, it's supposed to be an invasion, an entire division of the solar system from these Murex that are coming from the portals and coming out. So whatever you can make excavation missions, there should be one of these missions. I mean, for the most part, you just go into your orbiter and you select a relay, so the relay can really be anywhere. As long as there's space to fall a excavator or to be for a contracts to drop, it could happen that way. And I think it should, because always playing on Earth can be, Earth looks amazing since they made the rework, but you just kind of fall into the same system over and over again, and that's not engaging enough. The other thing is they really need to look at two squads playing together. What I'm almost referring is to raids. Raids had 8. It was a 8-player mission, and they need to do the same. They can keep the missions with ground and space having the different squads. That's fine, but they should implement also a part where you can play with both squads at the same time. 8 players in the same mission. Of course, tweaks would have to be made, because the space mission is if you're really good at it, it takes about 15 minutes, while the ground mission takes about 30 with really good squads. So there's always a difference in time between one and the two. But if they can manage to polish the event in that way, having an 8-man mission would be amazing. Everybody coordinated, everybody, okay, here goes the uplink, okay, everybody's saying, where are the codes, oh wait, we're going to the next contract, it's gonna be soon. That kind of communication will be amazing. It'll be really cool to have in the game. Something that players have been asking for a long time. So if they make it come back like this, hopefully they implement this in the future. If I could go even further than that, I would add that I would like to see the Eidolons trying to attack Cetus. The contracts will fall in the open worlds, and they would spawn Eidolons out of them instead of just spawning Saints. They would spawn an Eidolon, and you had to take out the contracts to then give damage to the Eidolon. Of course, this will be a lot faster, but it'll be a little bit like Plaguestar. That spawns Lafans, and the Lafans are a bit easier to defeat. This will be the same, but these Eidolons would be attacking Cetus, but it could also be attacking Fortuna. They will land at the gates of Fortuna, and you have to be outside trying to defend it. It could be a 4-man squad there. Also, it could be an 8-man squad. It could be 4 on the ground and 4 on space, trying to, shut down the contracts or something like that. I think they could develop it like that, because if they could make it like this, they can make it. Also, it'll feel more like a war. It'll feel like, in open ground, a lot of Sentients coming at you, a lot of beasts coming, you know, like in Plaguestar. That I like that part of Plaguestar. So if they did it with Sentience in the next update, because you know it's a new war and you want to be on a battlefield, you want to look like a battlefield, that would be amazing. Also, I don't know if this is coming with the video paradox or not. I'd like to have a boss fight with Lotus, you know, because that witch needs to be slapped around. You know, she needs to come back to her senses. But then again, I don't know if it's coming with the video paradox. If it doesn't, and if they want to do a new war next year or next time, it will be nice to fight her. It'll be really nice to have a really proper boss fight with the Lotus. Now, coming up to Nightwave, the Glassmaker. I really like Nightwave. I mean, I know people, some people have issues with it, but I know it follows the themes and the mechanics of other free-to-play or even other play paid to play. I mean, Apex Legends has it, Fortnite has it, Dauntless has it. You know, it's a pass. It's like a pass. You know, as you progress, as you gain experience, you get more and more loot. And I like that. I like that it gives me a reason to play every week or every weekend, so I can, you know, keep engaging with the game. So I really like the rewards. The last reward, some people have issues with it because, oh, it's another spaceship. But I like spaceships. I'm even doing mecha versions of the spaceships that we have in game. People call it landing crafts. Yes, they serve as landing crafts. That's their purpose. But really, they fly throughout all of space. So if I get a new one, I'm excited. Now, what I'll really be excited about is if they put him in Railjack. I mean, Railjack, not in Railjack. Railjack is a ship on its own, but in Empyrean. Empyrean is just space, you know, it's just open space, and we fly with it with Railjack, and we fly with it with Archwings. But you know, landing crafts are spaceships. So, in my opinion, if we could fly with them and, you know, do space fights, I think that'd be cool. That's why I like that they implemented a new spaceship with the rewards in this new Nightwave. I also like the cosmetics that we are getting for the operator, because in this pandemic time we get a mask. We essentially get a full mask for the operator. So I don't know if they did it because of it. I'm sure they didn't, because this had to be designed, you know, not weeks but months before they were implemented. But it's concise with what we're going on now, so I really like it. They also changed a couple of missions. They did we got a new one, which is finishing a capture mission in under 90 seconds, which isn't hard. I don't have footage of it, but I completed mine with Loki, with rush mods in Mercury. As you all know, Loki is one of the fastest frames from the get-go, from standard, without any mods. So, you know, I already play with it a lot in raids. Again, I'm talking about raids. So it was easy for me to do that. Now, talking about the Glassmaker. The Glassmaker is a new kind of quest that they implemented, that you have 5 parts, and you will unlock every part with, I don't know, every new update they do, every new week. I don't know how this is going to fall. But to me, it was problematic, to say the least. So for the Glassmaker, you enter this area, and you have to search for clues. Now, this part is interesting. I don't mind doing it. I also, because I like exploration, even in Warframe, when I'm looking around for the Ayatan, or I'm looking around for the Syndicate notes or medallions, I like to do that. I have no problem with that. What I have a problem is the second part. The second part tells me that I need 10 cephalites, but I had no idea what the hell they were and where to find them. And they say, oh, you get them in missions. And you do get it in missions. But it's a completely random drop and a completely random mission. And that I don't like. Because this is, again, adding grind and RNG to Warframe. Something that we already have a lot, people. So, mine's actually dropped during Nightwave missions. I was just doing Syndicate missions, which was necessary, or even fishing, and these guys just spawn. So I got 10, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this mission. And this is what happened. I'm just gonna show you the footage.
That's it, I guess. That energy resonance. You see it change?
I'm so glad you're here. What will share a mutual acquaintance? How well Did you know him? Really?
So yeah,
Dreamer,
this is how I wasted 10 cephalites. And because I think they're somehow attached to Nightwave missions, and I've already completed them all, I have no idea where I'm going to get more. I mean, people are saying they drop in missions every 20 minutes, other every 15 minutes. Others say they have a cooldown of 30 minutes. I mean, nobody knows for sure. The thing is, I failed it because I saw a timer and I thought, well, I gotta get somewhere between in the time that I'm spaced. So I thought there was a hidden platform below me. I couldn't really look where I was falling, but I was like, you know, even if I fall outside the platform, like everywhere in this game, I'm gonna respawn in the same platform. That's a given. That to me it was a given. So when I fall down and then I just immediately failed the mission, I was like, what the F is this, man? Really, it really broke my spirit, because especially right after Scarlet Spear, especially after all the thing that everything that Digital Extremes has done in the past months, let's say half a year. So, you know, I'm still going for Nightwave, but I'm just gonna leave this to the end because, you know, knowing Digital Extremes, they'll probably just unlock everything at the end of the Nightwave at the end of the season, and that's it. So yeah, I was salty and I was disappointed that this happened because, again, no information, just throw the player into the system and let them work it out, and then you have to go, you know, to YouTube, Wiki, or whatever to just try and figure out what the hell is going on. So yeah, that part wasn't good. For the rest, you know, Nightwave, I liked it. Scarlet Spear, I'm glad we're done with it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and as always, have a great game, guys.